is a very aggressive and adventurous new moon. It's pretty chaotic but not too serious, and it looks like the final push on something you've been working really hard at and you need just final effort to finish off. If you're excited to dive into what we can expect from this new moon in Sagittarius, make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you are always up to date with what the stars have in store for you. First, we're going to get into the overall astrology of this new moon, and then we'll talk about what's coming up for your individual rising signs. If you're new here, hi, I'm Maren. I'm a Western astrologer. I use whole sign houses, and I also make music, so stream my songs below. And if you want a reading from me or any of my courses, those are also linked down below. So this new moon is happening on December 12th, 2023 at 3:32 p.m. Pacific time, with the sun and the moon at 20 degrees of Sagittarius. So new moons are always when the sun and the moon are together. They're the beginning of the lunar cycle and show the start of something new. The sign of the new moon defines the energy and the archetype of what that new beginning is. And Sag is a mutable fire sign. It is all about adventure, about spreading the empowerment or the motivation. It is like the hype man of the zodiac. So a new moon there shows, that's my cat meowing, it's not your cat if you also have a cat. So this is showing a new moon of being excited, empowered, and wanting to motivate ourselves to start something adventurous. But with the sun and the moon at 20 degrees of Sag, this is in the last decan of Sagittarius, or the third part. This is associated with the 10 of Wands tarot card, also known as the Lord of Oppression, because it is ruled by Saturn. This usually shows that we're at the outcome stage. You're either going to win or you're going to lose, and this is the final push to determine that. So it definitely feels like the last lap of something, we're finishing it off. And if this is placed more poorly in your chart, it might show that you are completely disregarding this new beginning and you're hung up about it and you're like, I'm not going to push on. I feel very icky about it, but I'm not going to do it. And that could be an option for some people as well. With this new moon being conjunct Mars, Mars is the planet of aggression and conflict and fighting. And this is why seeing this alignment, I'm like, oh no, oh no, oh no. Not that it's bad by any means, but anytime a new moon is conjunct Mars, as the new moon in Scorpio was a month ago, it tends to show conflict and at best a lot of effort going into things. So I don't love this, but it's not necessarily a bad new moon. Mars and Saturn aren't in a hard aspect, and that's the important thing. But it's definitely not a new moon for a cute little like emotional or spiritual new beginning as much as one that I would say is like getting your ass kicked and like really kicking up into high gear. With this square to Neptune, Mars and the new moon are closely square Neptune. This is where it's likely that there's delusion, confusion, fatigue, or not being rooted in strict reality with the direction you're taking. You could be overwhelmed with the excitement and the adrenaline of finishing this off. You could also be really excited about achieving it, but not super certain on the path towards that achievement. So you know you need to get there, but you might be a little misled about the details or not sharing them or lying to yourself. But on a really fortunate note, Venus is in Scorpio opposite Jupiter. And Venus in Scorpio can be intense, it can be volatile, it can be like black or white, but opposite Jupiter shows that it is being abundant. It is very grateful. There's a lot of harmony in relationships and actually definitely looking at the bright side or being helped out a lot by those around us. So, I mean, there could be a kind of trauma bond experience where like, we have a close relationship that we're doing really well with in the midst of this hellfire kind of situation. And Venus is also conjunct asteroid Pallas, which is often indicative of feminine wisdom or like humanities type learning and sharing. So this is really likely to show that like we are in a fortunate situation with either a woman or someone who is very like delicate and creative about something that they know, and they're helping us with this plan and what we're going after. Venus is also loosely opposite Uranus, which may show that there's some disruptive or out of nowhere relationship dynamics. So it's not tight enough for me to really think it's defining of this, but the relationship could be very positive and shocking at the same time. So if you're starting anything around this new moon, I would say it's one to be good for like workouts or finishing something off and getting hard work done. Not the best for anything emotional because it's kind of rough. So if you have any thoughts around this new moon, do comment down below. I'm interested to hear how you guys are feeling about this Sag new moon. So we're gonna pull a tarot card to see what comes up for this new moon. We have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. So the Knight of Pentacles is like, how do you go about fulfilling your needs? How do you go about fulfilling your abundance, making money? What is the plan of action? Knight of Pentacles reversed is like, you need to rethink how you are getting where you need to go. You need to rethink the literal means by which you're making money or securing safety and like rethink that. So now based on the rising signs, if you are an Aries rising, this is in your 9th house of foreign traveler education. You're probably embarking on a new trip or a new education kind of final push. If you're a Taurus rising, it's in your 8th house of finance and investments or the occult. So it might be that you're selling off or working something out financially that's been difficult, or that you are trying to do something difficult with your spiritual witchcraft practice. If you're a Gemini rising, this is in your 7th house of close relationships. So you might be having a new relationship start that will require some work and some effort. If you are a Cancer rising, this is in your 6th house of physical health or coworkers and employees. So you could be starting a physical health workout regimen that is geared towards like putting it into high gear and really hauling ass towards what's best for you. Or it could be that you're hiring a new team and there's going to be work training them or getting them on board. If you are a Leo rising, it's in your 5th house of dating and creativity. So it could be a new romantic partner, but one that kind of ruffles your feathers or there's some tension. Or it could be a creative project that's going to require quite a bit of effort. If you are a Virgo rising, it's in your 4th house of home or family, so it could be something new around the house, like a renovation project or something new with your parents. If you are a Libra rising, this will be in your 3rd house of day-to-day routine, commuting, or content, so something new with a writing project or content probably. If you're a Scorpio rising, this is in your 2nd house of income or money, so it looks like you're making money in a new way that requires some effort. And if you're a Sag rising, it's in your 1st house of self. It's you going on this personal direction and this side quest or like thing that you're really passionate about that involves your identity, maybe your appearance or your physical body with workouts as well. If you're a Capricorn rising, it is in our 12th house of mental health or spirituality and difficult addictions or afflictions. You could be starting something like going cold turkey off something you use or a really dedicated meditation or yoga practice. And if you were an Aquarius rising, it's in your 11th house of day-to-day networking and connections and friends or groups that you see, so something new with joining forces with a larger party of people. And if you're a Pisces rising, this is in your 10th house of career. So it looks like a job that will take a fair amount of effort. So comment down below any thoughts or anything that you have to share around how this new moon is showing up for you and your sign. I also make full videos for the month for every sign if you did not know, so go ahead and watch those. As always, I hope that you're doing well. Please like, subscribe, and do all the things to help me out if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.